From Asia News Weekly, this is Asia Now. Today, the Sewol Ferry trial begins and then is halted. Hello and welcome to Asia Now. I'm Steve Miller. By far the most devastating tragedy to grip South Korea in recent years has been the sinking of the Sewol Ferry on April 16th that carried over 300 children. The event, the bungled rescue, and the anger toward those responsible have sparked an emotional outrage that calls for justice. In many ways, the nation is reacting with far more ferocity than when North Korea attacked and sank the Cheonan in 2010. This past Tuesday, Seoul began the trial for the 15 crew members being detained on charges ranging from negligence to homicide. Captain Lee Jun-suk and 3 additional senior crew members are charged with homicide and face the death penalty if convicted. 2 others are charged with fleeing the scene and could be imprisoned for life. The remainder face negligence charges. In the aftermath of the sinking, President Park Geun-hye called the crew's actions tantamount to murder, and many questioned if her statement would prevent the accused from receiving a fair trial. When Captain Lee entered the courtroom, someone shouted, "That guy's the captain, isn't he? Murderer." According to eyewitness accounts, one relative held up a sign that read, "You are not human. You are beneath animals." When a security guard tried to take the sign away, a minor altercation erupted. When the trial began, Lee Kwang-jae, lawyer for the captain, said his client had no power to control the company's cargo loading policies, and they hadn't intended to cause an accident. Since there was no premeditation, he claimed no grounds for a homicide charge. Quote, "It wasn't like he had a grudge against the children, so it's difficult to accept the prosecution's argument that he willfully neglected the duty of rescue and escaped to save himself," he told the court. South Korea does not use a jury system, instead relying on 3 justices to try the case, and following the opening statements, the trial was then suspended and ordered to resume on June 17th. Some wonder if the justices can conduct a fair trial. Kang Jun-min met with the captain and other crew members in April, telling ABC News, quote, "People say this is a public opinion trial. To put it in other words, it is a witch hunt. It is possible that the rulings could correspond with public sentiment, rather than judgments based on objective facts and legal principles." End quote. It's a valid criticism, and sadly one that I agree with. Based on the public outcry and the president's statements, I don't feel those standing accused can receive a fair trial, and have already been convicted. Now, I do hope to be proven wrong, but I just don't think that will be the case. That isn't to say that the captain and crew aren't guilty of some crimes, but the nation is poised to lynch them without any chance to defend themselves. Now, in other related Sewol news, despite a nationwide manhunt and a reward of nearly $500,000 for Lee Byung-eun, who is believed to own Chonghae-jin Marine Company, prosecutors have only managed to arrest his elder brother Byung-il on charges of embezzlement and violating real estate laws. Police are hoping his capture will shed some light on the elusive Yu and ultimately bring about his arrest after a 6,000-man raid on his religious compound earlier this week that turned up no results. That Korea can't locate this man is nothing short of embarrassing, and a sign those investigating the task may not be up to the challenge. What are your thoughts on the trial and the search for Yu? Can the crew get a fair shake? Are the prosecutors inept? Please let me know in the comments on Facebook or Twitter. You can find us at facebook.com/Asia News Weekly or follow at Asia News Weekly on Twitter. Links to the source articles will be made available at Asia News Weekly. For Asia Now, I'm Steve Miller. Asia Now is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives 4.0 International License.